Pisces, welcome to your next 72. Pisces, I was channeling the energy of you needing to not rush things. Our timing is not God's timing. And when you rush, that could be a form of allowing certain distractions that don't need to occur. Or you're focused on the wrong things at the wrong time when you should be doing one thing at a time. There's this sense of this energy, like it's not ungrateful. It's not an ungrateful energy. It's like don't give up on your dreams. And when things don't go the way you want them to, I feel like you pull away from what you're supposed to be focused on. And that's that, God's timing is not our timing, and you end up doing things that are, in a sense, unaware. I will call it a distraction. So, don't be in a rush because you're very intuitive. And it's kind of like you're trying to put the puzzle to every intuitive hit that you get, or your messages, your downloads that you receive. And it's like God's timing is not your timing. And it's like you can't force, even though you have a sense of awareness, it's not saying react. It's an awareness. Okay. All right. Pisces, I sound really calm because I am. And I am learning, Pisces, that as much as I want to always do next 72s, I'm obedient. When I'm being guided, nope, not yet. Not yet. That's why it's very important for you to subscribe, right? So that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. But for the most part, our timing is not God's timing. Okay? So it's kind of like, I'll just say this. When your reading hasn't been uploaded, because I do all of your next 72s from the majority of your collective and general readings, Pisces, they're live. Okay? And if you've been wondering what's been up with SGL, I've been working on the podcast. I've been guided to release some messages on there. And if you have Aries, Taurus, or Gemini in your chart, there's been readings released. As well, there is some collective readings, which is all zodiac signs. That includes you, Pisces. The links are in the description box. Thank you. Also, I thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Pisces regarding this next 72 and moving forward. Thank you. Pisces, keep in mind that this is a general reading, and some messages may trigger you. Some messages may not resonate with you. Don't force anything. For those of you who've already subscribed, welcome back to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. Pisces, welcome back. You are dealing with the Pisces. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and start your reading. God's timing is not our timing. So whatever it is that you're trying to get done, or whatever it is that you feel like you need something so that something else can happen, or it's like work with what you have. There's a lesson in working with what you have. For some of you, Pisces, you are getting bored with working with what you have. You're feeling It feels like a tower moment, but it's not a tower moment. It's a moment of you being able to mature and say, in the sense of, it's kind of like riding the wave. So riding your own emotions when you feel in a rush, or when you feel like things are not going your way, or when you feel discouraged. Everything is not a tower moment. All right, what message do you have for him? It says, seeing divinity in everyone and everything, you are nurturing your Buddha nature within. Like I said, Pisces, you're very intuitive. You've been getting downloads and messages, and I feel like you're trying to rush something, and there's something that you're missing. And what you're missing, you don't have to find what's missing. It's going to naturally occur, or transpire, or mold. Transformation as well. Okay. It's not like there's no loyalty and commitment. I just feel like you may feel like you don't want to fill other people's cups because you feel like your cup is not being filled, and it actually is. The spiritual Ace of Cups, and seeing the Four of Cups energy. But you've already accepted that fourth cup, and you've acknowledged to move on from the Three Cups. And so, with that being said, that was a change going into the Five of Cups. And now you're in this awareness. After that shift, it's like, okay, in the next 72, don't expect. Expect. All right? Because that will lead into you placing yourself in a space of judgment, creating a distraction, something that you don't need to focus on. God's timing is not our timing. Okay. All right. So your Buddha wisdom is seeing divinity in everyone and everything here. Don't question. You want to be mindful when you ask universe, or when you summons, I want to see, tell me why. You get what I'm saying? And then when it presents itself, it may not be what you thought. So be mindful of passing judgment. You need to nurture yourself. Something about riding a wave, though. You're like your own emotions. I'm not a doctor. You could have some, 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're mellow, 1 minute you have this fire energy where you're spontaneous. It's up and down, up and down. But when you're coasting, that can cause you to want to rush something. Pisces, my water sign. All right, what messages do you have for my Pisces? Some of these messages might trigger you. The Mystic. You're always receiving downloads. Sometimes you may have moments where you're realizing dreams that you've had in the past. And it's like, that's the distraction of trying to figure out what those are. Okay? When your higher self you already know. We have the Mentor and the Vessel. You are your own teacher. Does it suck when you have to inspire yourself all the time? Excuse me. When you have to inspire yourself all the time? That's the distraction. It can feel like that, but don't tell yourself, because you're Buddha wisdom. You have to nurture yourself. Nurturing yourself is self-care. Okay, and what I've learned through this past week is maintenance and self-care are two different things. So there is this sense of wanting things to go a certain way. And you're realizing, Pisces, that the things that you set your mind to on how you want things to happen, it doesn't happen that way. But when you take yourself out of control, the way that you wanted it to happen, it happens that way. So when you're not trying to control things, it happens the way it's supposed to, compared to when you're trying to control how things are supposed to happen. Okay. So if you're needing to be fulfilled in some type of way, allow it to happen. Don't put requirements, or it's like, it's good to give people awareness, you know, but if they're not precipitating that awareness that you've already proposed, let it go. Okay. Now with the mystic and the mentor and the vessel here, this lets me know there is some, it's like, I'm hearing anchor, but this vessel, it just feels like your heart is really into something, but it's like kind of like letting go of something, but your heart is still in it, but it's not going the way it's supposed to. Don't give up on yourself when you know you're not supposed to. You don't need to. Let me clarify. What is attached to this mystic? What is attached to this mystic? Because as I look at this mystic with this butterfly, it's kind of like you can see your own wings. Like you don't need anyone to tell you about your qualities. It's like the light doesn't consume you. You're gifted, Pisces, in a way where like many are called, but few are chosen. You are one of the chosen that can literally go all the way into the light without being consumed. So it lets me know that a lot of your gifts were birthed in a shadow energy. We have the King of Cups. Remember I said about your emotions, writing your emotions. Okay. Accept how you feel. When you're in good spirits, Pisces, acknowledge, I am in good spirits right now. When you are sad, acknowledge that you are sad. When you're mad, acknowledge when you are mad. It's like questioning, why am I happy? And then you're able to see your wings. You're able to identify. You're learning how to identify without reacting. What's attached to this mentor? The Page of Cups. You're able to see what others cannot see. Whatever your heart is in, don't give up. It's connected to your inner child. You know how when we're kids, it's kind of like, that's my car, that's going to be my car, that's my car, that's my car, right? With any restraints of an adult telling you, well, you got to have this to be able to have that car, right? But the basic thing is having good credit, right? It's time for you to lead, Pisces. And you don't worry about who does not accept your nurturing, who does not accept. Because when you nurture, you're filling people's cups. But you have to keep practicing self-care. And like I said, understand self-care and maintenance. Maintenance is, hair, doing your hair, your nails, things like that. Self-care is investing into yourself, watering you, planting more seeds within self. For some of you, birthing anew, ongoing, you're constantly birthing, all right? So be ready. Some of you Pisces, you are pregnant, and this is a spiritual pregnancy. For some of you, if you are pregnant, it was a blessing. It happened finally when you least expected it. And your gifts that you have, you're wondering if it's going to get passed down to your unborn child. It is. But you have to keep your emotions under control. Be mindful of who touches you. Because you have people who are literally here all they want is the children. That's all I can say. We have the Three of Swords. The vessel. Remember I said your heart is in it. It's this, but it's like letting go because something is not happening the way it's supposed to happen. When you take yourself out of trying to control and you acknowledge how you feel, why you feel a certain way, or what's currently going on around you, you are able to demonstrate leadership. Don't mind those who don't accept your cup or your nurturing, because you're a natural nurturer, seeing divinity in everyone and everything. Everything that you touch has an impact. It's like your presence, you impregnate people spiritually. It's an attachment. Let's see, what other messages do we have? We're going to see what's up in a minute. Let's see, what other messages do you have for my Pisces? And if you're not resonating or if you're confused, it's because you've been trying too hard to figure out your downloads and your dreams that you've already intuitively knew what your dreams were about. Your gifts will make room for you. Don't allow people or your situation to make you feel like you can't create your heaven on earth. For some of you, you have financial stability, but there is this lack. We have the Prince of Swords, determination. And the Hierophant. Whatever roots that you have that has kept you grounded this far, keep those. Those are beneficial to you. Queen of Swords. Three of Swords. Independence. Those are your testimonies. Those are your it feels like every obstacle that every trial and tribulation that you were able to overcome, it feels like you have been rewarded for that. Also, Pisces, if you haven't started writing, it's time to start writing now. Because I feel like the cups that you are going to pour, you don't know these people. For some of you, whatever project that you have already started, or if you've already been in business, be ready for the overflow. Don't change who you are. Grow, mature, but don't change the root of who you are. If that makes sense. And 10 of Cups. The Ace of Swords. The 2 of Pentacles. You got this, Pisces. This is dreams coming true. If your dreams have already come, this is like, it doesn't stop. Whatever you dream, they come true. Whatever you set your mind to. When you set your mind on something, that's when the control comes into play. But try setting the intentions, but being present and acknowledging and writing. It's kind of like it's required to ongoingly fill your own cup. Because if you don't, your disappointments are going to feel like grief. But this grief is because of wanting certain things to go a certain way. And when you want things to go a certain way, it doesn't happen in the order that you want it, compared to with you releasing and riding those waves of your own emotions. Pisces. It sounds like it's all over the place. That's how it feels when you're trying to connect your downloads, or you're trying to control. The priority should be you. It feels like you're not unconscious. You have awakened. It's like you've resurrected. Yeah. You've resurrected. You resurrected what you basically buried, or it's like what you walked away from. Whether this was your passion, purpose, you've resurrected purpose and passion. And feeling alive on a daily, it's going to take work. That's why it says, seeing divinity in everyone and everything, you are nurturing your Buddha nature within. So rebirth. Pisces, it's not a crime for people to stare at you. So be ready. Your popularity, your numbers going up on social media, people wanting to get close to you, wanting to get to know you. Network. Now it's time for you to get yourself out there. Let people know that you exist. And if you're like, I don't have a business, I'm not an entrepreneur. Remember I said something about you needing to start writing? It's attached to that. You're a writer. If you don't like writing, you're a speaker. I'm also seeing Pisces. Whatever I feel like you know what your purpose is. Regarding your purpose, it's time for you to start creating your new directory. Meaning, start claiming who you want to connect with. I mean, start researching. Go for it. Go for it. Nothing is stopping you but self. And that's where the distraction is because you can have excuses at this time. Oh, no, it's not me. It's X, Y, and Z. Remember I said, Pisces. Work with what you have. Work with what you know how. And for some of you, Pisces, you're like, I don't have time. You do. Make time. And it may not be today. You could be preparing yourself to make time. Everyone's different. Pisces. All right, what's up? Let's see what's up. We have trial and a mess. Remember I said trials and tribulations? We have goodness gracious. Distinguishing. Oh, goodness gracious. I just get so tickled when my tongue refuses to say a word. Distinguish. It was in reverse. Mischief maker. I'm going to grab two more. Unresolved issues and crisis. Self-care is needed, Pisces. You're worrying about clothes, hair, all the material things are all the things that is maintenance. Self-care is a spiritual baths, reading a book, getting new information, talking to a counselor, feeding the soul, not maintaining the body. Okay, so self-care is definitely needed. I do see justice over this. When it sucks for me to say, not act careless, but remove worry. Because it's back up against the wall of issues together. This is letting me know there is love at hand, but it's not the love that you want. Or it's not being the love that you want is not being released to you the way that you want it. Okay, it's like how I can give this in the form of a visual. It's kind of like, say you want a hug from someone. Instead of them giving you a hug, they text you and send you an emoji hug, right? And it makes you upset because it's like the person was just there and they walked away from you and then sent you an emoji hug. Okay. So I'm being guided to tell you the trial here is to stop saying what it is that you want, because it doesn't happen that way. What your wants is release it to the universe. Write it down. Release it in prayer, meditation. Because I feel like this inner mess and coming unstuck, this is that Two of Pentacles energy. Needing to know the difference from maintaining self and self-care. Okay. I really feel like this distinguished and this high life in reverse is, it has to do with how false reality is now in days versus reality. And it's like with this crisis, no one wants to hear the good things. It's kind of like the lie is more entertaining than anything with mischief and maker in reverse. And I feel like in the past, you may have entertained people that converse like that, and you've outgrown those type of conversations, or you're not wanting to connect with people who are messy. All right, what are the messages you have for my Pisces? Oh, yeah. All right, Pisces. I think I'm going to have to come back to you. We have concerned Pisces. You can do it, Pisces. Whatever you co-create in your mind, you can make it happen, Pisces. And that could be the difficulties, because the King of Cups, it's this, it's like when it comes to actual action and movement, you move based off of your emotions and your downloads and you're very, I want to call you a high priestess. I do. Pisces, high priestess. Okay. Because alchemy deals with action. Okay. And high priestess, it doesn't have to have action. There's truth, there's lies, there's secrets, as well as learning. Okay. That's really the only action is the learning part. Yes. Overall. So we have concern, learning how to love. It's not jealousy. You're in love. We have please call in reverse and looking for a best friend. Yeah, Pisces. Stepping into self-care. And I feel like you are wanting, you're wanting like contact. And right now it's just communication. If you're worried, if someone is concerned about you, they are. And they are in love. And they see that you are learning how to love, or this is the opposite. You love someone and, they have some insecurities under the subcategory jealousy, and they're not. They just come off that way. All right. Someone doesn't want you to get involved into a new connection. It's like someone is saying you didn't give this connection a chance, Pisces. But I feel like you did in your mind. Yeah, it would have expired. It's like, no. Okay. I could also, with the expired, a loved one, all right, whose past is saying, it's safe to love. And they're saying you can communicate with them whenever you feel. What is overall direction for Pisces in the next 72? We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Moodiness, disappointment, sadness, and heartbreak. It's that King of Cups energy that I was telling you, riding your emotions. And I'm not a provider. I'm not a doctor, a medical advisor, but I just have to say it. It's someone that's bipolar. And overall direction, it says your emotions are widely out of control and others have taken notice. You've become emotional, moody, and overtly jealous. It could be that someone is dragging you down with their emotional roller coaster. Try to express yourself in the constructive and healthy way. Sadness or heartbreak may be incoming. If this is not you, this is the person that's saying, teach me how to love. Just as well as, Pisces, in your mind, you know how to love, but your actions does not show that. Does that make sense? Give me some transcendence cards. It just feels artificial. Whoever's whining for your attention, it just feels artificial. It feels like they don't even understand. I feel like they're rolling with the punches because in their head they're on a reality show or something. And they keep breaking their heart because they're not in reality. Give me some transcendence cards for my Pisces. There's that self-care rituals. We have discovery. Oh, it's more than one. Discovery, humor. You're going to discover you're more loved than you thought. You just have to start conversing with people. You're going to have to be open. Okay. And we have chanting here. This is someone praying for you. Okay. You're going to discover that someone's going to tell you, I've been praying for you. And we have connect with nature. Patience. Nice. Fellowship. Get to know people. It's time to start conversing. Pisces. But for the most part, I feel like you're saying, I just want to focus on myself. Well, yeah, self-care. But I need you to understand, Pisces. Don't think that because we're at a time right now that things are, prices are going up. And if you can't do it yourself when it comes to maintenance, but self-care is free. Connect with nature. It could literally mean, nature itself, right? Mother Nature. But I feel like this is saying, Pisces, connect with people who would have the same like-minded conversation that you could learn from, grow from, share information, encourage, build, the precipitation of your cup being filled and not having to worry about filtering it with no toxicity. All right. Those are your transcendence messages. All right. What is overall perspective for my Pisces? It's like I'm like Pisces. You're right. Your reading It feels like it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. Isn't that weird? So this is a Pisces who is like, you're very gifted, Pisces. Love, solitude. We have Ring of Fire in reverse. This is someone no longer having the desire about a person or interest on purpose. And it being inverted is not a bad thing, which is in reverse. It's not a bad thing. It's something slowing you down. Let's talk about this Ring of Fire overall perspective. Now, about this Ring of Fire, it says, is there more you could be doing, Pisces? This card encourages you to step your game up and take on more challenges and initiative. If you've been feeling like you can't, the Oracle is saying that you are more ready than you feel. Jump in and take a leap of faith. Very, very straight instructions. And what is that doing? Not being in control. Yes. All right. Overall focus for my Pisces. For those of you who you're still here, thank you. Yeah, Pisces, you're trying to figure it out. We have Cosmic Gateway. It says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Let me pull your your angel guide message. Harmony and resolution. When you are not trying to control things, your angel guide is saying, hey, harmony and resolution. Let's see what the message is. For some of you, this is your message. Angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now, Pisces. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that you are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have, but unless you have the faith, the harmony can be restored. Nothing can change. Pisces, I need you to listen for the next 72 and moving forward. This is a time for you to realize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved, enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It is important to know that angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to the situation. Trust the process. Yes. All right. What is... Normally I do the extended for your overall perspective, but I'm being guided not to extend that. Your rebel message, it says I don't feel like cursing. It's going down with your job, right? But it says SHIT, this is rebel energy, what you need to acknowledge or speak up about. Mind you, this was in reverse. Okay. So don't get caught up, right? Don't mess up your stability for some hot mess, especially when it has to do with your bag. Okay. That's what you need to acknowledge. Now, pertaining to what you need to speak up about. Work is the priority. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull your goddess oracle, Pisces. Especially at a time like this, it is definitely hard for some people to maintain employment because of how there's I'm just going to say these people. Everyone always want to say generation and all this stuff. There's these people who operate in a way that is manipulating and controlling. A rat race, basically. Everyone wants the cheese. I'm not calling you a rat. I'm saying there is this rat race going on. All right. We have quiet time. It says take, and pertaining to that rat race, it just basically, no one cares about if you have kids, you got bills, they don't care. It's all about consuming that energy, zapping all that energy, making someone in despair, and then getting being replaced for the new victim. Don't put yourself in that situation. It says take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. There's that self-care where we're talking about. Pisces. Okay. Don't break your own heart, Pisces, in the next 72. Yeah. Because we have the devil under shadow energy. All right. Taking the path of destruction. All because of something not going your way the way you want it to be. And I told you, God's timing is not our timing. If you are a reader, whatever messages that you download, do be confident and release those messages, Pisces. Because who's aligned to you is who for you. Don't worry about it. Doesn't like this is the example that I give Pisces. It don't matter if you're a preacher, a missionary, the president. It doesn't matter what role, a doctor, a lawyer. When they give their intuition, it's always based off of experience, trials and tribulations. You can't deliver a message. Yes, we can pull the cards, you can pull Tarot, you can pull Oracle, but the extension to those messages come from experiences, whether they're your personal experiences or the experiences where you're able to be involved in dealing with others as well. Remember that self-care I told you about learning, feeding the mind, body, and soul with information, reading. I say that to say this. You don't have to prove to nobody. There's so many different readers, okay? There's people who can read people without the tarot, without oracles. There's people, that read people with Bible scriptures. Bible scriptures are just the same, and it's debatable, but this is how I feel. The Bible is no different than tarot. No, but that's my opinion. How it's operated. All right, all these are in reverse. Poised. All right, there's doubt here. The weight has been lifted. Fire energy. So there's no action. You could be anemic, low in iron, Pisces. Pull a romantic oracle. Shadow energy, it feels like you're not required to take the journey of the shadow. Oh, this shadow energy could be the journey of the fire. That's actually a good thing. Reconciliation. I know. Someone from your past is returning into your life, Pisces. Tell me about feminine energy. We have the Two of Voices. Yep. The way you want things is all in your head, but the action is different. Pisces. And pertaining to feminine energy, now it's like you would rather judgment, masculine in reverse here. Masculine is saying, there's no need for me to change. Masculine is saying, I want to change for me, not for anyone else. Feminine is feminine energy here. It's like you don't know how you want to feel. Or however you're feeling, you need to accept how you be feeling. Pisces. That's why I said, oh. Foolish energy, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. No, God has not given up on you. I told you, God's timing is not your timing. And when you when you let go of control, you're going to be surprised how heartbreak goes away, how sadness goes away, how being disappointed goes away. Mood swings. Someone's bipolar, yo. I'm telling you. Without judgment. It says unbound. Pisces, this is your energy. You need to you are gifted when it comes to being able to create and with the unconscious and fantasies and dreams and things like that. But it's time to release and get into the world and have action. Yep, action. I feel like I'm missing something. All right. Emotions, thoughts, and actions. Thank you. Revolted. Rebel. You're a rebel. Okay. You realizing that you are mad. You attract rebels. Hopeful in reverse. Jovial. Happy, cheerful. Jovial, horrified. You're scared of your own self, Pisces. That's why you haven't taken action. There's no need for you to be mad at anyone. You don't even be mad at yourself. There's no need for you to be mad at yourself. What are their messages? There's no need for you to be mad at yourself. Ooh. Capricorn. All of that. Goodness. A Capricorn is trying to block you. A Capricorn has did some kind of spiritual work so that you wouldn't be able to see. That's why you are stagnant or you're entrapped in your head. Or this is a Capricorn that you need to cut cords with, earth sign. Yeah. Also, you need to ground yourself. Self-care is needed. I've been talking about this. Yeah. Do what you say. Don't lie to yourself. Two earth signs have been lying to you. Someone in the spiritual realm has been working on your behalf. Thank you. 7 weeks, January. Yeah, Capricorn everywhere here. I'm going to clarify this 7 weeks and this no. Let's see. Justice 11. And we have 11 here. Wow. When you're 11 could be a significant 2011. 3. Something about 3 p.m. Something you need to do at 3 p.m. for 7 weeks. Clarify the 7 weeks, please. Tell me what this. This is the. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, no, this is 9. Thank you, Spirit. This is 9. Self-care is needed. You need to guard yourself, mind, body, and soul. Stop lying to yourself and filling other people's cup. Someone's coming in as if they're coming to fill your cups, and they're trying to get your 9 of Pentacles. The 7 of Wands. You don't need to fight what's yours. The Mother of Pentacles. There's that nurturing energy of Virgo here. When you practice self-care for 7 weeks, Pisces. Like, really practice it. For some of you, just try it at 3 o'clock. Something about 3 in the morning, 3 o'clock. You're going to have some sense of enlightenment. You're going to realize there's no need for you to have your guard down. Overall, the Son of Wands, there's that enlightenment, I'm telling you. And it's not reaping the repercussions of some ill intentions. The ill intention already happened. Thank you. You're released already. So now release yourself, Pisces. Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. I love you, Pisces. I do. I will try to, if I'm being divinely guided to hold your readings, I have to. But for the most part, go over to the podcast. If there's no readings here on YouTube, go over to the podcast. Okay. Look at that passion. I live my passion. Grab your passion back. Okay, Pisces. It says a river of compassion washes away my anger and replaces it with love. And then it says, you are perfect for me. Pisces, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.